One, do you think there's still enough time with all these bodies and scholars, including yourself, saying this Electoral Act is defective? Do we still have time to amend it, to review further, or we just run with it as it is and then worry about it after the 2027 cycle? And what will be the implication of that?
Dr. Abbati, why do somebody board a plane that we know is going to crash?
You are convinced
it's
the
not
election
necessary.
is going to crash?
I am saying this because how long does it take to amend, identify isolated provisions? Section 63, that is the foundation of the election. The argument that it is what kind of work in progress? The 2022 Electoral Act is a retrogression. And that's why in my opening remarks, I made the point that what differentiates advanced democracy, a growing democracy, and a retrogressive democracy like ours is a question of rule of law. The law must be stable and be neutral. The sanctity of the law is what generates interest in electoral process and confidence. The sanctity of the law and procedure in terms of public perception of the institutions of state, that is what is required. Dr. Abbati, you asked a question. What would my advice to Mr. President the last time I came here? And I said, Mr. President, having regard to the role you have played before, and that this piece of then was a bill, let them go thoroughly. I'm not too sure whether people have read this or whether it's what they call a transition that became a problem. The last one here is this. When I talk about judiciary, it's a fact that the cases we are having in court today are completely unnecessary because Section 83, just like Decree number 13, Section 32 of 1983, that barred the courts from entertaining any matters. Dr. Abbati, it was my colleague who have an unregistered body to went to truncate June 12. How can the other court to maintain status quo become order to remove antebellum?
Although one man called it antebellum.
Antebellum, all right?
Bello. Yeah, antebellum.
Right. So how do we explain that the order to maintain status quo led to the removal of status quo?
Removal.
Okay. Do you see that the word does not have meaning?
Yes. All right.
Maintain. Remove. What are we saying here?
INEC chairman, professor of law.
Points.
Finally.
Very profound.
Finally.
Yes.
I must say this here.
10 seconds, please.
Democracy is what we fought for. Democracy has no place, will not survive in the soil of absolutism. We must work hard to ensure that this democracy survives. And at the heart of that is my constituency. I am making appeal to them that the institutional democracy will have no hopeful future if there is no opposition. That is what guarantees democracy.
On that note,
that is my happy appeal, so that we can build a society where there will be opportunity for all and responsibility from all.
The law.